Stories in London was the Tory Council of Hammersmith and Fulham falling to Labour. Now, the new ruling group is hoping to put the brakes on major developments within the borough. The most notable is an £8 billion regeneration of a 77-acre site at Earls Court, where thousands of homes are planned. Something of a slanging match has broken out between the Conservatives and the new council leaders as they accuse them of politics of spite. Now, Greg Smith is the leader of the Hammersmith and Fulham Conservatives, and Jonathan Rosenberg is the campaigner for the People's Estates in West Kensington and Gibbs Green. And now, Greg, some could say that you're a bit bitter, a bit angry you've lost such a crucial seat.
Well, we accept that we lost the election, and we're going to re-engage by listening to what residents say to us. But I think there's two factors behind the election. First of all, Labour never produced a manifesto in time. The tracking on the PDF document shows it was only created 2 days before the election, and no one saw it until after the election. And furthermore, they never campaigned on council issues. All they would campaign on was a lie about Charing Cross Hospital. And we're very proud of what we did in 8 years running that council. And the Earls Court regeneration is something that will bring great benefit to our part of West London. 7,500 new homes, 1,500 of which are affordable to buy, 1,000 of which are either replacements for those homes on Gibbs Green and West Ken Estate, and further social housing on top of that. And where I think there's a major difference between us and the Labour Party is that we understand to build the new homes and to create the new jobs that London needs, you've got to be able to work with developers, and if someone isn't making a profit somewhere down the line, then there just isn't any money to build those affordable homes.
Well, this is the problem. I think residents and indeed Labour councillors are worried you were too friendly with developers. You know, yacht parties, drinks with them, going to Cannes for big property shows. This is something that you were really criticised over when you were in power.
The Labour Party got themselves very excited about this. At the end of the day, if you talk to any developers in Hammersmith and Fulham, they'll tell you, far from being lenient on them, we got a great deal for the borough. The Earls Court development, £1 billion worth of infrastructure, the Lost River Park, new healthcare facilities, new schools, £1 billion worth off their bottom line we negotiated into that neighbourhood.
So, Jonathan, we've got Councillor Greg here saying that actually they were planning some very good moves in Hammersmith and Fulham, a regeneration project in the Earls Court area. Surely this would have been a good thing for residents.
Well, it's absolute rubbish, and I think the Conservatives should be ashamed of what they did rather than proud of it. It's not a regeneration scheme, it's demolition. It's destroying 750 decent homes that people like to live in. It's destroying the main engineering depot for the London Underground, and it's destroying 2 exhibition centres that bring £1 billion worth of economy to London every year, and millions of visitors, 30,000 exhibitors. It's a complete waste of money and destruction, and the notion that they struck a hard deal with the developers is complete rubbish. This idea of £1 billion, I don't know where Greg has got this notion from, because the council itself said that it trumpeted the fact that it had got 452 million. Now that actually included over 150 million for the replacement of the West Kensington and Gibbs Green estates. So you can already see that according to the council's own numbers, we're at a third of the amount claimed. I'd just like to say something about the so-called Lost River Park. This is nothing of the sort. It is actually the gap between tower blocks on the new development. It's in fact the decking over the West London line. It's not a park at all. It's a path.